wheel of time turns, and ages come and go, leaving memories that become legend. Legend fades to myth, and even myth is long forgotten when the age that gave it birth comes again. In one such age, long past, the age of legends, mankind enjoyed a time of prosperity. Certain people, called Aes Sedai, were born with the ability to sense and channel the One Power. This was the energy at the center of the universe, the driving force of creation. Drawing on the One Power, the Aes Sedai could accomplish anything. They controlled the weather, healed the sick, and gained virtual immortality. With mastery came arrogance. One woman used her power to bore a hole into a place existing outside time and creation. This released a dark presence into the world. Although it took the name Sheatan, it became known by many others. Father of lies, soul's bane, or most commonly, the Dark One. Many flocked to the Dark One's banner, including 13 of the most powerful Aes Sedai, known later as the Forsaken. Their army was filled with twisted creatures created by the Dark One out of nightmare. Trollocs and their horrific masters, the Murdral. The War of the Shadow had begun. A man called the Dragon led an assault against Shel Ghul, the location of the boar, and he succeeded in forcing the Dark One back through the breach. He closed it off, trapping the Dark One and the 13 Forsaken on the other side. The Dragon created a collection of palm-sized stone seals to contain the power that kept the prison closed. These seals the Dragon entrusted to the remaining Aes Sedai. For years, the Aes Sedai kept the seals safe in the White Tower. But the Dark One had his revenge. Moments before his banishment, in a final blow against the Dragon, he tainted the male aspect of the One Power. The taint drove every man who could channel insane. And uncontrolled, these madmen rent the very earth with their power. This time became known as the breaking of the world. The women of the Aes Sedai rallied and eventually destroyed the male channelers. But many of the seals were lost in the chaos. Only 2 remained within the White Tower. To this day, the Aes Sedai search for the missing seals, but unknown to them, others search as well. What was, what will be, and what is, may yet fall under the shadow.
Elena, in order to be initiated into the White Tower, you must be tested. The artifact you see here is a special tirangrial for this purpose. Walk through each of its arches in turn. They will bring you face to face with your greatest fears. Don't panic, but listen for my voice. I will guide you through. In this way, we start your training. The first time is for what was. The way back will come but once. Be steadfast. You were a curious child, Elena. A cave-in trapped you inside this dark cavern. You huddled in the blocked entrance for hours, terrified of the dark. Finally, someone from your village dug you out. That's not going to happen now. Because you never actually explored this cave, it is forged from your suspicions. It is what you feared it might be. You must face it and escape. Follow my directions and all will be well. In this part of the cavern, it's safe to move around. Explore a bit. Stay still, child. The quake has opened the passage. Follow it, but be careful. You may have to jump over some of the debris. The exit is in sight, Elena, but out of reach. There must be another way to the arch. Steel yourself and drop down. You're hurt, child. Take some of the roots that grow in this cave. They have healing properties. Rest a moment. The root works better if you're still. The only exit appears to be through the water. Dive in. Don't stay too long. Even Aes Sedai can drown. There's another exit to this pond. Swim to it. The arch is close, but there's a climb first. The path is broken, so you'll have to leap over the holes. Be wary of quakes. The way back will come but once. Walk through the arch. You've done well, Elena, but you've only begun. The second time is for what is. The way back will come but once. Be steadfast. Elena, your virtually non-existent ability to channel is crippling. Fear of failure has driven you to use tir'angreal as crutches, yet you still hide from the world, doing research in the White Tower. Only the lure of new artifacts could draw you from the safety of the tower. These are the basements of a powerful dark friend who also collects tir'angreal, a collection protected by traps. Try the door, Elena, although the lock doesn't bode well. So much for that. You must explore this storeroom for another exit, or find the key to this one. A tir'angreal. Take it. Your experience allows you to identify the functions of new artifacts. When you pick up a tir'angreal, examine it to understand how to use it. You can use air pulse to break or push things into these crates. Some, bound by iron, are unbreakable. Others open without much effort. Break open these crates, Elena. Some crates hold items. In this case, a light globe tir'angreal. You've triggered one of the Dark Friend's traps. It protects the key in this alcove. This portcullis isn't reinforced. You should be able to break through it with air pulse. Try the door again. This time you have a key. This corridor is blocked by a reinforced portcullis, opened only by a lever on the other side. You cannot break through. There is another artifact here, though. Take and research it. The glow around the Tirangrial means that it will reappear here if you use all of its charges. Step up to the portcullis and use the shift artifact. Now pull the lever to open the portcullis. When you use the only charge of the shift artifact, it reappeared. Take it again and use it to pass through the remaining portcullis. This trap is the deadliest yet. A stream of fireballs prevents anyone from going further. However, the fire shield artifact here protects against both weaves of fire and fire-based environmental hazards. Take and use it. Then walk down this hallway. Is a passive defense. There are much stronger defensive artifacts, such as the Reflect Tirangrial found here. Take, research, and use it against the trap. You might want to use your light globe, Elena. It's dark. You're amassing quite the collection of Tirangrial. Why don't you use your new fireball artifact against this wall trap? The arch is there, Elena. Only a few steps away. Steady, Elena. You've endured much, but learned much as well. I know each test is hard, but what comes is the worst of all. The third time is for what will be. The way back will come but once. Be steadfast.
Another age, called the Third Age by some, an age yet to come, an age long past. A wind rises in the Dragon Mount. The wind is not the beginning. There are neither beginnings nor endings to the turning of the wheel of time. But it is a beginning. The wind dives down through the streets of Tar Valon, the city surrounding the White Tower. Shutters slam closed in its wake. People hug their cloaks and race inside their homes. Without knowing why, they sense that the wind brings a chill. It has nothing to do with the weather. Elena Sedai, the keeper of the chronicles of the White Tower, the right hand of the Amelan seat, is touched by the wind. She shivers. Elena is Aes Sedai, but she can't channel the one power more than a trickle. Because of this, some wonder if her friendship with the Amelan isn't the only reason for her position. But few can question her mastery of the tower's collection of Tir-Angreal, artifacts from the Age of Legends that can perform wondrous tasks with the one power without requiring the user to channel. Elena is of the Brown Aja, one of 7 different factions in the tower. While some dedicate themselves to finding and eliminating men that can channel, like the Red, or championing worthy causes, like the Blue, the Brown Aja is dedicated to the gathering and preservation of knowledge. It's no wonder that Elena finds herself working late into the night.
What is that? A report from the expedition of Brown-Aja sisters that I sent to the borderlands. And? It's not good news. They used the maps I discovered, but haven't found anything resembling a cache of Tirangrial or one of the Quendeler seals. Even worse, they've had some trouble with the local White Cloaks. Apparently, the garrison leader hates Aes Sedai. White Cloaks? That's a nickname for the army known as the Children of the Light, because of their white cloaks. They're fanatics. They claim they're battling the Dark One, but most of the time, they just terrorize the public. I don't like their tactics. Can you answer the door, Kieran?
You're the witch who can't channel, right? Where are the seals? Where are the seals? They've got to be here somewhere. This has to be it. I've been played for a fool. The seals aren't here at all.
We all grieve for the loss of Kirin Sedai, my child. I know she was your friend, but she was just one of 14 sisters murdered this night. You are the only surviving witness.
Witness to what? Who was that man? Why was he demanding the seals? I thought it was public knowledge that only the Amerlin knows where they are hidden.
Public knowledge inside of the tower. I believe that this was his first visit.
But how did he get in? How'd he get to my room?
Ah, yes. Despite the casualties, I doubt that he could have made it to your chambers without assistance.
Assistance? Black Aja.
I have no proof, so I want to hear none of this from you outside of this room. But I have suspected for some time that a few of our sisters have allied with the Dark One.
Who?
I cannot say. Not yet.
Why are you telling me? I was the only one left alive. Wouldn't that implicate me?
You're not Black Aja, child. I'd stake my life on it. In fact, I already have. This man was here to take our seals, although I can't guess why. But he didn't even come close to success. Either his attempt was poorly planned, or there's something here that we don't understand. Regardless, he did manage to murder our sisters and steal your store of Tir-Angrial. And the whole tower knows about it.
That reminds me. There was a panel hidden in the wall of my chamber that I'd never come across. It held an unfamiliar Tir-Angrial.
Yes, I know. I put that panel in your wall back when it was my chamber. The artifact inside was very important. This is what we need to discuss. The sitters of the hall are understandably furious. Right now, they are scattering our home guard into the countryside to search for the assassin, which they do against my wishes. Don't mistake me, child. I'm just as angry as the others. But I hesitate to leave the White Tower with a skeleton force to go look for a needle in a haystack. And this man carries my artifact. If he is discovered by someone not true to the tower...
I understand. What do you want from me?
I believe this is yours. It's a report found on your desk. Given the handprint, the man has obviously read it. The report claims that a seal might be located in the borderlands to the west. I thought that after his failure here, he might try again there. It was a flimsy lead, but I had nothing else. My eyes and ears along that path have confirmed that he is indeed heading southwest. They also tell me that he has surrounded himself with a regiment of Trollocs. This slows him down, and will make it difficult to cross the Manetherendril River, since he can't travel through Whitebridge. If you hurry, you should be able to overtake him in the woods outside of Shadar Logoth. Try to catch him before he reaches the city. You certainly don't want to be chasing after him inside of that cursed place.
Me? How am I supposed to handle an assassin and a regiment of Trollocs? I can't channel the one power more than a trickle. Even he knew that.
I can't trust anyone else. You've been studying our Tirangreal for years. No one is more proficient in their use. These artifacts can make you as powerful as any other sister, if not more. Take whatever we have left. Be careful, though. He's obviously been trained to use Tirangreal himself. Also, watch for any of our forces tracking the assassin. They may get lucky, and you must reach him before they do. Find this man and bring back what he has stolen. More than you know depends on it.
Tarvalin Gold convinced a sailor to take me down the Manether Endril, but drawing nearer to Shadar Logoth made him increasingly nervous. He finally left me off, saying that this is the closest he'd come to the cursed city. The assassin has already been here. He and his Trollocs left a swath of destruction in their wake. Others from the tower are bound to find it. The Trollocs' latest victims appear to be a caravan of peace-sworn tinkers, but I'm too late to help them. I must try to overtake the assassin before we near the city. What's inside scares even the Shadow-sworn.
Blood and ashes. I said leave me alone. Move, you witless brutes! She'll be here any moment! Aes Sedai, witch! Burn you and your kind! Let me alone!
Ducking into the alcove managed to save my life, but the assassin has slipped through my grasp. This tunnel might lead into the city, but Shadar Logoth is huge. Finding him won't be easy. I'm not at all eager to enter the city anyway. Shadar Logoth fell into ruin thousands of years ago in the battle against the Dark One, but it became something sinister, an evil apart from the shadow. The assassin won't find any friends here, but the horrors inside await me as well.